Hi everyone, it's Nalanie and welcome back to my channel. So today we are playing around with this Pure Midnight Masquerade face palette. I got this palette a couple of years ago and I used it once and I don't remember if I liked it or not. So I really like doing the series because it kind of reminds me if this is something I need to toss or keep, you know. So today that's what we're going to be using. Today I'm going to try to use the highlighter and the blushes also, as well as some of these shadows. Because the colors are pretty dark, I'm just going to add a little bit of my Fenty banana powder underneath my eyes just to catch any kind of fallout. I'm just going to put a very small amount underneath here, and then once we're done we will just wipe that away. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use this bronzer. This is the iconic London Ultimate Bronzing Powder in Warm Bronze. This is what it looks like, and I'm just going to add this into my crease just because this palette doesn't have a transition shade. At least, yeah, I want some sort of transition shade in there. So I'm just going to use a little fluffy brush, and let me just mattify eyes a little bit. I did prime my eyes with a little bit of MAC's Paint Pot and Laying Low. I'm just going to add a little bit here. Nothing too crazy. You can use whatever bronzer you have. If you keep seeing me look this way, it's because that's where my viewfinder is, and I just want to make sure I'm in focus and you guys can see me, you know, that stuff. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I'm eyeing this green and this purple right here. So I'm thinking, maybe we'll start with the purple and we're just kind of work our way. So there is some kickback. I'm gonna get really, really close to my mirror. And where do I want to put this? Let's put this right here. Okay, there's some pigment. I don't know why, but I was expecting it to be really just like bam, just, you know, like in your face, but this is pigmented. I'm not being very neat with this. I'm just gonna keep this on the outer portion. I'm gonna leave the green for the inner portion. And I'm just pressing in. I'm gonna try to build this up a little more. Okay, let's work on the other side. Okay, now I'm going back in with that fluffy brush and I'm just going to diffuse that color into the bronzer. That buffed it out and that cleaned it up really, really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to switch and use a flatter brush. Yeah, I guess it is a flatter brush. This is the M224 from Morphe. We're going to go in with that green. Again, a lot of kickback, like a lot. I don't think you guys can see, but trust me, there's some kickback. Let me put this down here. This one, I'm not going to be as messy. I'm going to be a little more precise. So I'm trying to bring my mirror a little closer. So, okay. And I still want to make sure I'm not blocking it. So I'm going to add this right here, this inner portion. And just keeping this kind of low. Wow, this green is really nice. The green is also layering really nice. I think the purple would have went down a lot more pigmented if I was using something a little flatter. The other brush, it was a little fluffier, but it was still semi-flat. Because this is the same formula as that purple. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna, whatever is left over on the brush, I'm just going to just take my time and just kind of carve out. You know, like you're doing a cut crease, just kind of doing that with eyeshadow, and then just kind of going into just like a little above that purple, but not touching the purple here, just kind of blending it in. Does that make sense? I feel like you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so I think I'm actually gonna go in with this blue right here and add this right into the inner tear duct. I'm not sure how that's gonna look, but hopefully it'll look good. And I'm just going to add this right here. You know what? That's not bad at all. I do like that. Okay, let me dust things off because there's a lot of fallout. So that's what that powder was for, just to catch everything. I'm being really gentle, dusting that off, and then every time I'm dusting, I'm cleaning the brush off also. Okay, now there's no more shadow, let us clean all of this off. I have to add a little more blue, it's not even. For the lower lash line, I do want to do something more on the matte side. So there's this purple blush right here, and then there's a dark brown right here. I'm going to mix both of these colors together, but I'm going to go in with this purple first. And I'm just going to run this down here. That is really, really pigmented. That's going on so nice. I don't know, maybe I don't even need to go in with that brown. What do you think? I'm going to skip the brown. I think this purple blush is really, it's really, really pretty. Okay, we're skipping the brown. Okay, so now I'm going in with that fluffy brush and I'm just going to buff anything out just because I still want to make this semi-neat. Let me add some liner into my waterline. We're gonna go in with this really pretty brown. This is Teddy from MAC, and I'm just gonna add this in my waterline. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do lashes, so let me just do some mascara first and then I'll kind of make decisions. I'm going in with this Maybelline Sky High Mascara. Is that what it's called? You know which one it is. It's the Sky Mascara. I think we're gonna skip falsies. Okay, so now I'm gonna add a little more of my bronzer. It's Iconic London Warm Bronze again. I'm just gonna add a little bit more over here. Now going back in with this palette, I'm gonna mix together the two blush shades. So this one and this shade. And I'm gonna start off with the lighter shade first. And I'm just gonna add this right here. I'm using the same bronzer brush. This is actually a really, really pretty color. I'm still considering adding that darker purple just for a little bit of balance since I added it right underneath. And I'm just gonna add a very small amount, like that, you know, nothing too crazy. That definitely darkened it up. Let me clean this brush off a little bit because I really want it just buff. And I'm just gonna add a little bit right underneath my nose and just a little bit here. I'm gonna mix both of these colors together. I'm gonna start with the darker one and then work my way into the lighter one. A very small amount. I think just mixing this together is going to be really, really pretty. But I think the darker shade on its own may be a little too, it's not going to be as intense as I was wanting, but it's going on really, really nice. Okay, going in with a little bit of the lighter one. Okay, that's actually doing exactly what I was hoping it was going to do. It's giving me the perfect amount of glow. Okay, now for the nose, I'm only going to use the lighter shade. I'm going to use a very small little brush. Again, just the lighter shade right here. I do also want to add a little bit of this mixture right here, a little more of that. And just taking the same highlighter brush and just diffusing it up here. But I'm not going to be very precise. I still just want you to see it. Last step is lips. I'm going to go in with Morphe's Sweet Tea and this NYX Powder Puff Lippy in Cool Intentions. So this is the completed look. I really liked the way this turned out. It was really simple, really easy. The colors just spoke to me. I think it's just kind of making me think, you know, fall and Halloween is approaching, you know, green, purple. It just kind of gave me those vibes, but I liked the way everything had turned out. But because the eyes were a little dark, I wanted to go in with a darker nude. So that's why I chose this lip combo, but everything worked out really well. I didn't remember if I liked this palette, but it's pretty good. I don't have any complaints. Everything was very pigmented, and I mean, it just worked out really well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this look, this tutorial. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.